Welcome back to another CM reaction video banger. Today we're going to be talking about Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. My pick for this fight is Terence Crawford is going to win. Terence Crawford is going to win this fight. I already know he is. If you can see the confidence he has in his eyes, if you see the passion in his eyes. Also, it was Terence Crawford who wanted this fight. Canelo didn't want this fight. Just to put that out there. He literally is the main reason why this fight is a thing, because Terence Crawford was going after this Canelo fight. Terence Crawford is a big man, by the way. He shouldn't be a low weight at all. He should be like heavyweight size. He's like 6'4", 6'3", which is crazy.
Mr. Terence Crawford himself, arguably the best pound-for-pound fighter on the planet. You wanted this fight. That's what you told me. You told it to me years ago. You told it to me last year.
See?
You wanted it bad. You got it now.
He wanted it years ago. He's ready. He's been preparing for this.
How are you feeling as we get set for Saturday night?
I'm feeling great. I'm ready to go out there and make history.
What should people expect to see from Terence Crawford in this fight?
A little bit of everything. I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of everything in there. I think Canelo is a great fighter. He's one of the all-time great Mexican fighters. I think he's going to bring the best out of Terence Crawford, and a lot of people are going to be surprised.
What do you think you need to do in order to win the fight, considering the level of greatness that Canelo brings to the table?
Be myself.
Oh,
Terence Crawford. That's it. I'm 41-0 for a reason.
41-0 for a reason.
Just go out there and have fun, like I always do.
You're a four-division champion. You're undefeated, 41-0, 31.
You gotta remember, he's a 4-division champion. That's 4 different divisions, 4 different weight classes. That's crazy.
KOs, we know who you are. We know what you bring to the table. But that was as a junior welterweight, a welterweight, obviously a junior middleweight. You're bypassing the middleweight division, going up 2 weight classes in order to fight this guy. Why did you want to do this so badly?
Because we the 2 best fighters of our era. Still, going strong. Everybody else is, either younger than us or, past and retired. So why not? I want to challenge myself. The best always looking to fight the best and challenge themselves, and why not, challenge myself with the likes of Canelo. Big risk, big reward.
I got the impression, usually when you see a big-time match, the public wants it, the promoters are wanting it. It seemed like you were the one asking for this. Did you have to convince Canelo to do this, or was it a situation where both of you decided a long time ago that this was something that was inevitable?
I don't think he wanted the fight at first because he felt like it was a lose-lose situation, especially me having one fight at 154 and him getting backlash against Charlo and things like that. So I think Turkey, had a big part in convincing him to take the fight with me.
So when
he didn't want the
fight.
He didn't want the fight.
First of all, money matters, and nobody needs to apologize for that. But outside of the money, what do you believe he thinks he gets out of fighting you?
Well, I'm an all-time great as myself. I'm a fighter that never been defeated. He's looking to be that fighter to defeat me, and
never defeated, by the way, guys.
I don't know, it's probably certain personal reasons as well, but he would definitely get credit for beating Terence Crawford.
Now, knowing you, I know that you're aware of the things that people are saying. You're moving up in 2 weight classes. You're the smaller man. In order to beat Canelo,
this is the problem. Next to each other. The height and size of each other is not a big deal. Like, yeah, Canelo is a little bit more stockier than him, but at the same time, I think Crawford's taller than him.
Alvarez, you're going to have to keep your distance. You're going to have to fight on the outside. Whatever you do, Terence Crawford, don't exchange against him. This is the stuff that people have been saying and analyzing and dissecting this upcoming fight. What do you feel?
You got to remember, Terence Crawford is a counterpuncher. So if fucking Canelo comes out there, tries to blast him, it's not going to work out for him at all.
What you have to do?
Like I said, be me. I don't gotta, listen to the people that's not in the ring fighting. They're not in the ring fighting. I'm the one in the ring fighting, so I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do.
Yeah, that guy's you ain't fighting.
And so be it. That's it.
Do you think it's possible that we could end up seeing you exchange with Canelo Alvarez, the bigger man that's been walking around as a super middleweight champion for a while? Is that possible that we gonna see that, Terence Crawford?
Just watch the fight. That's it. Just watch the fight. He believed like I believe. A lot of people is looking at Canelo Alvarez like this tank that can't get hurt. We didn't see him hurt before. We didn't see him cut before. He's human just like me. So, he got things to worry about just like I do.
When you beat Errol Spence, I think a lot of people anticipated that you were going to win that fight. We didn't anticipate that you would win it as convincingly as you did. One would surmise that at that moment in time, you arrived. But you gave the impression this was just the beginning, that people still weren't giving you the respect that you richly deserved. Do you still find yourself feeling that way?
Of course, it's always going to be like that, until I do something, spectacular like I will this Saturday. Then after this Saturday, then I think everybody will have no choice but to respect and, call me one of the greatest to ever do it.
Do you believe you're one of the greatest to ever do it, or do you believe you are the best to ever do it?
I do believe I'm one of the greatest. I don't want to disrespect the fighters that came before me because there was a lot of great fighters, but, I do believe that I'm one of them.
Did you want to fight at 168? Or did you have to do that in order to get this fight? Because a lot of people have been wondering, how come you couldn't convince the man to slide down a few pounds, instead of having to go all the way up to 168? What was that about?
Well, my thing is this. He's the champion. I want to fight him. It wasn't the other way around. So why put stipulations and rehydration clause and all these, tactics to benefit me when I'm the one that's chasing him? When I'm the one that want to fight him.
Exactly.
So it's gonna make this
he wants to fight him.
more meaningful.
Come on.
That there wasn't no rehydration clause. There wasn't no, catch weight and things like that. So
you put no conditions on this fight. All you did was sign on the dotted line, got him to sign on the dotted line, and you showing up Saturday night. That's what you're telling us?
That's it.
As we sit here right now, and you contemplate where you're going from here, others have talked about you possibly retiring because this is the fight that you wanted. You're getting this. If it is as successful as you're proclaiming it's going to be, could we be seeing the end of Terence Crawford after this? You're 37 years of age, but you don't look it. You're certainly not boxing on that level. You're elite, but is this the end? Is this the swan song?
Nah, man, listen. I always say we take one fight at a time. This is the fight that we at. And after this fight, we're going to take one fight at a time and see where we at.
Is it just about a win, or do you win, you have to because you use the word spectacular. Now, when we say spectacular in boxing, that usually involves a knockout, which is something that this has never happened to this man in 65 professional fights. As a welterweight, as a junior middleweight, as a middleweight, as a super middleweight, as a light heavyweight, he has never been knocked out. Is that what you're talking about doing?
Listen, if the knockout's there and it comes, then it comes. But I can assure you that I'm going to have a spectacular win. And everybody's going to be talking about it.
You talked to me and you were talking about a legacy fight. You wanted that badly. We thought it was going to be Errol Spence, and maybe it is in some people's eyes, maybe it isn't because of how lopsided it ended up being. But clearly this one is. Was there anyone else out there that you were thinking about if you didn't luck up and get Canelo to fight you?
Not at all. Not at all.
You've been fixating on this man for a while.
There's not one fighter out right now that I can match up with right now that can generate a mega event like this. when you look at the landscape of boxing right now, any active fighter right now, you can't name one, not one. So, that's another reason why I picked Canelo Alvarez, because, like I said, we the two best fighters of this era, and it's the biggest fight in boxing.
Is there anything, before I let you get on out of here, is there anything that can happen in this fight that would make you feel as if you have finally received the respect and the adulation that you deserve?
A victory. That's it.
By any means.
Talk
By
to
any
him.
means.
Any prediction for the fight, specifically?
A victory.
I'm just asking.
For sure.
No, not that. Keep around.
If it's there, it's there.
It's there, it's there.
Victory.
What have you been seeing from Canelo Alvarez that let you know something's going to be there?
Well, nothing. I just believe in my skills. I believe in me. I believe in my team.
Talk to him.
I don't gotta see anything in him. I see it all in me. My belief is what's gonna take me to the top.
People look at you and they say sometimes it appears as if you have a healthy dislike for some opponents. In Errol Spence's case, that wasn't necessarily the case. In Canelo's case, what's that relationship like between you two?
I don't got no bad blood against Canelo. Like I said before, he just got something that I want. That's it. It's all business.
And it's not just the title, it's what else?
It's everything. He got everything. And I'm coming to get it.
And when you beat him, you'll have everything?
That's right.
Thanks for watching. This has been your boy CMX, and Terence Crawford is gonna win this fight, and he might make it look easy. Barra.